It's a good day today. Even though it's raining, it's a good day today. So if there's anyone out there, say hi to me so that I know that you can hear me, because that's always a concern. So I know we're a bit early yet, but if you're there and can hear me, send me a message. This is the only thing when I had 3 screens. I could see what you could see as well as your comments. Hello, Amy E. Thank you very much for saying hello to me. Thank you, Fabian. Good morning. Good morning, Kenzie. Good morning, Mason. I said good morning, Fabian. Good morning, Isla. Good morning, Braden. Good morning, John Paul. Amy, I hope you are. I've got my fingers crossed. It'd be lovely to have you back. Good morning, Christina. Nice to see you there. Good morning, Alex. Nice to see you too. Good morning, Adea. Good morning, Sahib. Good morning again, Kenzie. My day is good, Fabian. Good morning, Chloe B. Oh, I don't know why you can't hear me. Everyone else can. I know, Isla, I'm so excited. Good morning, Nima. Good morning, Nevaeh. Good morning, Marco. Good morning, Destiny. Good morning, Oscar. So many good mornings. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Caris. Good morning, Kiwi. Good morning, Summer. This is lovely. So many children already. I'll give it another minute to see if anyone else joins us and then start. I can't wait to see you and the rest of the class either, Christina. Good morning, Tiffany. Morning, Nia. Morning, Leah. Okay, so it's 10. 02. It's 2 minutes past 10. Thank you, Jason. Yes, some of you might have noticed I've got a big smile on my face this morning. And the reason I've got a big smile on my face this morning is that Year 5 are coming back on Monday. Good morning, Riley. Good morning, Renee. So Year 5 are coming back into school on Monday. And so this is actually my last virtual live lesson, because I'm going to be live in my own classroom from Monday, which is very exciting for me. Good morning, Sadia. Good morning, Ishmael. I don't know whether that's another Fabian, but if it is another Fabian, because I know there's two, good morning. So yes, so Year 5 are going to be back, and so this is my last virtual live lesson. So thank you to all of you who've been on this journey with me. It has been one of highs and lows, and also it's been a real learning curve, and some of the things that I've learned, obviously, I'm going to take back into my classroom teaching with me. But I'm sure you'll do lots of exciting lessons anyway. So today we are going to learn about main idea and supporting detail in our reading. So first of all, today's learning outcomes. We have to understand what the main idea is, to identify the main idea in a paragraph, and to find the detail that supports the main idea. But because we are always building on our previous learning, morning Safi, morning Blake, what you should have learned, what you need to know from previously, is that the main idea is the key point in a paragraph, that the supporting detail tells us more about the main idea, and how to use evidence in the text to support your answer, a skill that you've been learning for lots of years. So making sure that you use that. So it's me. So it wouldn't be the start of one of my lessons unless we had a riddle. So the riddle is, why is, not today, but why, when the sun is out, why is the sun so bright? And of course, that means over to you for an answer to my riddle. It's my last day, see if I can beat you or whether you will go out as champions. Good morning, Rihanna. I'm good, thank you, Destiny. Hope you are too. I don't know about the pressure, Riley. There's always pressure on teachers, but hey ho. Why is it happy, Abby? Why is the sun happy? But think about it, it's a riddle, so it's not as easy as you think it is. You have to put on those thinking head. He is smiling. But why is he so bright? I have to warn you, this is probably going to be a massive groan riddle front when the answer comes up. But I couldn't resist. Oh, Riley, you are close. It might have a personality. It's intelligent. Lots of interesting answers coming in. Oh, I like that one because it has degrees. Hello, Hamad. So there's some quite close answers there, but nobody's quite got it. And I know when this comes up that you are going to groan, but here goes, because it pays attention in class and does its homework on time. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. So that's why the sun's so bright. So there you go. And it's my last one as well. So it had to be a real grown one, I think. So let's go on to our learning today. Let's talk about main ideas and supporting detail. So when you read a paragraph, the sentences are all related to each other. The sentences are all about the main idea. So look at the following words, and can you tell me what is the link between these words? Ocean, stream, pond, lake, river. Over to you. Can you give me what you think is the link between all of those words? Ocean, stream, pond, lake, and river. Oh, thank you very much for you children that said that my riddle was a good one. I'm not sure everyone would agree, but Chloe, I don't know why you can't hear me. Perhaps if you click off the stream and come back in. Oh, lots of right answers coming in, because it's quite an easy link to spot. So yeah, so lots of right answers coming in for this one. So correct, they were all bodies of water. So let's think about what we knew when those words came up. I knew each word is a geographical term. I knew that from my previous learning. I also knew that, like so many of you identified, each body names a different body of water. So I knew those. And so the link was implied rather than stated. And we'll look more at that later as we work through the slides. So often the main idea is stated in the first sentence of a paragraph, but it can also be given in the middle or the end. But the main idea will be the key part of the paragraph that tells you what the paragraph is about. The other sentences in the paragraph tell you more about the main idea. These are supporting details. So let's think about it this way. A table, okay? We all need the tabletop. The tabletop is what we rest on, what we eat our meals from, where we put things, the tabletop, so we can envisage or envision the tabletop as the main idea. So that's the main part of the table. The legs would be no good without the top, because you wouldn't be able to do much without the tabletop. However, you also wouldn't be able to do much if the table didn't have any legs. It supports. So the legs are the tabletop support. So if we imagine the main idea is the tabletop and the supporting details are the table legs, it combines to make sure that we've got a surface we can use and that the main idea stands upright. It's supported along the way. So that's how we can use the main idea and how we can identify it. So what is the tabletop? What can we rest on? What supports it? So sometimes the main idea is not stated in a single sentence. Instead, all the details suggest a main idea. In other words, the main idea is implied, like the activity at the beginning of the lesson. We knew there was a link between all of those words, and the main idea, we were able to come up with a main idea by implying the links between those words. So, what is the big picture in the passage? So when we are looking at a passage, these are the questions we need to ask ourselves. What is the big picture in the passage? What is the main point of it? What is it trying to tell us? And then what other information is given? How does it help me understand the main point? So how does it support the main point? So it's important that we recognise the way supporting information can come across. It could be explanation in details. It might be a description. It might even be an image that links everything together. So, first, stepping it up. So we're going to work together to identify some main ideas within sentences. So we'll read the passage. Dictionary writers are always busy. That's because the English language keeps changing. People stop using some words and new ones keep popping up. Where do new words come from? Many recent changes are from technology. For example, snail mail came into use after people started to use much faster email. Before then, it was letter writing, and it took a day or two, depending on how much you spent on your stamp, to get your letter to anyone. So snail mail came into use after people started using email, because email is instant. It's there in a flash. Other new words come from books, television, movies, and YouTube. Do you know what an influencer is? If not, you can look it up in a recently published or online dictionary. So the word influencer didn't really exist in the dictionary until recently. So, what is the main idea in this paragraph? Is it A, dictionary show changes in English, B, how television affects English, why dictionary writers are so tired, or how to find new words in dictionaries? Over to you. What do you think the main idea in that paragraph is? Hello, Ishmael. Good morning, Lexi. Hello, Jude, don't worry. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, I only want the answer A, B, C, or D. You don't need to type in the whole answer. Good morning, Jude, don't worry about being late. We're learning about main ideas and how to identify them in a paragraph and then the supporting details. Oh, there's a bit of disparity between your answers. We've got some D's, some C's, some B's. Some A's. I like Riley. So think about, okay, there's a lot of different answers in there, but think about the main idea can quite often or will often be the opening sentence. So what does the opening sentence tell us? Does that change your opinion of what the answer could be? It's nice to have lots of comments that are asking me if I'm well or asking me about the weather, but we're learning now. So you need to just be messaging me A, B, C, or D. Okay, so the what does the opening sentence tell you? Does that give you a different idea about, or we're getting more correct answers now? Getting a lot more correct answers now. You're thinking about this opening sentence. Okay, so the answer is A. Dictionaries show changes in English. Okay, so dictionary writers are always busy because the language keeps changing and dictionaries have to reflect the changes in language. So, and maybe that dictionary writers are always tired, are always busy, might tell you that they're tired, but it's trying to tell you that they're always busy changing dictionaries so that they keep up with the changes in the language. Okay, so the same text, dictionary writers are always busy. That's because the English language keeps changing. People stop using some words and new ones keep popping up. Where do new words come from? Many recent changes are from technology. For example, snail mail came into use after people started to use much faster email. Other new words come from books, television, movies, and YouTube. Do you know what an influencer is? If not, you can look it up in a recently published or online dictionary. So can you give me the supporting detail? Is it A, snails help to deliver the mail? B, many words come from technology? C, old dictionaries are not useful? Or D, English language never changes? So what is the supporting detail, the correct supporting detail? A, B, C, or D? A, snails help to deliver the mail. B, many words come from technology. C, old dictionaries are not useful. Or D, the English language never changes. Good morning, Lamont and Mikhail. Oh, lots of correct answers coming in straight away. Another correct answer. So Marco, Summer, Isla, Amy, Lexi, I've got in there with the correct answers straight away. Oh, Riley, do you want to check that? John Paul, check yours. Leah and Renee, check yours, please. Ishmael and Mason, you've come in with the correct answer. Kenzie, check that for me. Abby, that's correct answer, well done. Jude, well done. Brayden, well done. Caris, well done. Fabian. Oh, Jason, check that. Chloe, check yours, please. And Kenzie. Blake, well done. Leah, check that, please. Renee, well done. So the answer is B. Many words come from technology. And we know that because in the passage it says many recent changes are from technology. So many words, new words come from technology. Okay, so let's have another go. Main ideas. I chose this one because it is obviously Father's Day on Sunday. So what is the history of Father's Day? The celebration was first suggested by Sonora Smart Dodd in the early 1900s in America. She shared her idea with people in her hometown of Spokane, Washington, and they began celebrating it. However, the idea did not spread, and by the 1920s it died out. Then in 1938, some men's clothing stores began promoting Father's Day as a way to raise sales. They used the slogan, "Give Dad something to wear." They didn't use that I've made a typo there. Something to wear. In 1972, Father's Day finally became a national holiday in America. In the UK, the celebration was inspired by the American custom. So in America, Father's Day is a national holiday. They actually have like a bank holiday, a day off. In our country, in the UK, it is always falls on a Sunday around the 21st of June. So the celebration was inspired in the UK by the American custom of Father's Day. So that's how Father's Day came about. So what is the main idea in this paragraph? Is it A, giving clothes on Father's Day? B, a national holiday in 1972? Is it C, the holiday died out? Or is it D, the history of Father's Day? So what's the main idea in that paragraph? A, giving clothes on Father's Day. B, a national holiday in 1972. C, the holiday that died out. Or A, a history of Father's Day. Over to you. Correct answers straight away from Summer, Isla, Sahib, Renee, Kiwi, Christina, Blake, Fabian. This one's nice and easy. Alex, check that for me, please. Caris, well done. Kenzie, check your answer. Well done. Oscar, check yours for me. Amy, Lexi. It's hard to read. Well done. Marco, well done. Kenzie, just check your answer for me. Chloe, check yours for me. Oh, check that, John Paul. Is that what we do on Father's Day? Nevaeh, well done. Abby, well done. So the answer is very clearly D. The main idea in that paragraph is to give us the background and the history of Father's Day, how Father's Day came about. Okay, so we've got the same paragraph. So what is the supporting detail in that paragraph? Is it A, family holiday in June? B, why fathers wear fashionable clothes? Don't know about you, but I don't think my dad does. Sonna Smart Dodd suggested the idea, or we send greeting cards on Father's Day. So which one of these, A, B, or C, is a supporting detail for our main idea of the history of Father's Day? So over to you. Lexi, well done. Kenzie, Amy. Check that for me, Amy. Tiffany, check yours. Renee, check yours. Isla, check yours. Think about whether it is a detail that is in this paragraph or not. So some of those are not. in the paragraph. So it has to be in the paragraph for it to be a supporting idea. I'm sure, Riley, you're just saying the wrong answer just to make me say your name. So see if you can find a link between these answers here and a paragraph in here. Well done, Renee. Caris, well done. Well done, Blake. Well done, Chloe and Nia. Hadea, well done. Abby, well done. Nevaeh, can you check yours? Kiwi, don't think. Rihanna, tell me, what one of these is a actual supporting detail in this paragraph? There is a link, something that links these. Does it say that it's a family holiday in June? Does it say why fathers wear fashionable clothes? Does it say Sona Smart Dodd suggested the idea? Does it say we send greeting cards on Father's Day? Does it say that? Is that a supporting detail in that paragraph? Well done, Marco and Nevaeh. Well done, Riley, that's better. Rihanna, that's better, thank you. So let's have a look then. It is C. And it says, we know it's a supporting detail because it says here, Sonora Smart Dodd in the suggested the celebration. So there isn't the detail that says it's an actual family holiday. It says it became a national holiday, but not a family holiday. It tells us that the idea came back into being when stores began promoting Father's Day as a way to raise sales. But the answer here says why fathers wear fashionable clothes. We don't know that that store was a fashionable clothing store, do we? So it doesn't actually say that there, so it can't be the supporting idea. And it doesn't say in the paragraph that we send greeting cards on Father's Day. I know it's a tradition that we do, but here, at no point does it say we send greeting cards. So this has to be our supporting detail because it's here in the paragraph. So we're going to step it up a little bit more and we're going to think about challenge time. So this time you are going to identify the main idea and paragraph because it's very relevant to us at the moment. So being ill is no fun. So taking steps to avoid getting sick is very important for you, your friends, and everyone in your community. It's easy for germs to spread and cause other people to become ill. It's important to remember to wash your hands before you eat and always after sneezing or blowing your nose. Tissues should be put straight in the bin. You should always remember to cover your mouth when coughing and sneezing. Okay, so what is the main idea in this paragraph? Now, it's kind of more of an implied meaning, but you can get the detail out, and it's not in the first sentence. The main idea is not in the first sentence so much as further down within the paragraph. So what is the main idea? What is important? So this time, of course, you're going to have to tell me what you think is the main idea for this paragraph. Good morning, Atmore. Oh, I like it, Kiwi. Can you give me some more detail about it, though? What's important? What's important about that? I'm not going to say what you've written because it could give the answer away. Oh, close, Renee. Oh, that might be a supporting detail, Leah. That is close, Caris. That is very close. But what's important to make sure that we don't do? But what's important that we need to make sure that we don't do in that paragraph? Some of you've got some supporting detail with your main idea. The end of your sentence is the main idea, but you've put some supporting detail in it around it already. So you're getting there. So what's important that we take care about? What is important that you're really doing every time you come into school at the moment? And why do you do it? If you wash your hands every time you come into school, why are you doing that? Excellent, Summer. Well done. And then you'll be able to answer the next part of the question because you've already given it me. When we are washing our hands, and making sure that everything is kept clean and wiped down, what are we trying to avoid doing? Excellent, Leah. So, Tiff, if we don't bring in germs from school or home, what are we trying to avoid doing? Some of you have got it. Yep, Tiff. Well done. So the answer is, the main idea is it's important to avoid spreading germs, and that's what we're trying to do in school all of the time. When we wash our hands, we wipe things down, keep ourselves clean, socially distance. We're trying to avoid, it is important to avoid spreading germs. Now now you should find this quite easy because a lot of you have already given me supporting detail from the paragraph. So what supporting detail? There's lots of supporting details in there, but can you give me one supporting detail to back up the main idea, to support the main idea that we need to avoid spreading germs? Well done, Summer. She's straight in there with a supporting detail. Can you find me another one, Summer? Excellent, Leah. Sneeze has an E on the end note. That's what we're actually doing, Nevaeh, but in the paragraph, give me a supporting detail from the paragraph. Well done, Isla. So wash your hands before you eat. Sneezing and coughing. Always cover your mouth. Put your tissues in the bin. So it's not that we're trying not to cough on people. We make sure that we cover our mouths when we cough. Well done, Christina. That's a long sentence. Okay, so we could have had lots of supporting detail in that one. I chose that tissues should be put straight in the bin, but it could be that you need to wash your hands before you eat and always after sneezing or blowing your nose. Cover your mouth when coughing and sneezing too. So there's lots of different supporting details that you could have used from that. Now, I put this this paragraph in just to make Miss Francois giggle, because during lockdown, I have managed to get myself locked out on several occasions. So this was not me. I just changed the name to me because I managed to get myself locked out. The windows, I suppose I could explain. So on the one time, I went out to the bin and the windows were open upstairs and the door slammed shut behind me. Fortunately, I'd got my car keys because I was putting something in my car as well. But then my car key didn't have my steering wheel lock on it. It was my other, so I could get in my car, but I couldn't actually go anywhere. And I wasn't sure what to do. Thought I could walk to my daughter's, but I was in my slippers, which didn't look the way I should be walking around the streets. And then for a moment of inspiration, I realised that my phone was in on the arm of the sofa. And I thought, oh, I wonder if it'll connect to the Bluetooth in my car, because then I could phone someone, which I did. And I got in that way. So, and then the next time, we had a delivery that came about 3 days early, and I opened the door and to tell the man where to put the wood that he was delivering, and the door slammed behind me. And thing is, that time I was in my dressing gown, and I had to get the man to break in through the bathroom window at the back of the house because I was due to do a live lesson. And I couldn't get back in my house at any point. So I just thought Miss Francois would laugh because she knows how many times I've been locked out of the house, as do you now. So Beverly tapped on the window next to her front door. She cupped her hands around her eyes and peered inside, desperately trying to get someone's attention. Nobody came to the door. It was locked. Her fingers were getting cold and she was starting to shiver. She took her backpack off and tried climbing to the lowest window, but she couldn't reach it. She was sure she would be stuck outside for hours. That would teach me for leaving my keys at home, she thought. So What is the main idea in that paragraph? Can you tell me? Yes, Christina, it was. Oh, gosh. And also some very unhappy people having to be disturbed to bring me keys to get me back in the house. Okay, Summer, that's correct. Not quite not leaving my keys at home. What is the idea? And it's not losing my keys. What happened to me? That's right, Fabian, well done. Yes, the word again, Marco. That didn't go down very well at home. The fact it was again. Yes, Renee, well done. Yes, I was. Well done, Oscar and Caris. Well done, John Paul. Think about it, Jude. What's the main idea and what is the supporting detail? So it was nice and easy. Beverly was locked out of the house. So, supporting detail this time. Can you give me one supporting detail from the paragraph? There's quite a few in there that support the main idea, that I was locked out of the house. That is correct, Alex. So now what details support that main idea that I was locked out of the house? That's correct, Kenzie. Well done. Excellent, Oscar. Well done. Correct, Lexi. Well done. So what information in this paragraph supports the idea that I was locked out? I do need to be more careful, Nia. So I was shivering outside. That tells you that I was outside. That will teach me for leaving my keys at home. That I was starting to shiver. Ishmael and Mason, the answer comes from within the paragraph. The supporting information comes from the paragraph. So I said she tried climbing to the lowest, up to the lowest window. So that tends to tell you that if someone's climbing to a window that they need to get in somewhere. So I was locked out. She cupped her hands around her eyes and peered desperately, trying to get someone's attention. Nobody came to the door. It was locked. She was sure she would be stuck outside for hours. So there's lots of supporting detail for the main idea. Thank you, John Paul. That is correct. So she tapped on the. So there's lots of supporting detail in that paragraph. So main ideas can also come from images. So let's have a look at the image. It has a main idea. What is the main idea in this image? So what's the first thing that springs to mind when you look at that image? That's correct, Alex. Well done. Well done, Marco. Well done, Summer. Well done, Renee. Well done, Oscar. Well done, Kiwi, Tiffany. Well done, Blake and Sahib. Okay, so Jude, you've given me some supporting detail with your main idea as well. Well done, Amy. Well done, Kenzie. Well done, Hayden. Well done, Alex. Caris, Mikhail and Aman. Lexi. Well done. So it's nice and easy. The boat is sinking, or some of you have put that the boat has sunk. So the main idea that the boat is sinking or the boat has sunk. Okay, so that's the main idea, and we can get that just from an image, and it is the first thing usually that you see. The boat, we can all see that the boat is sinking. So what supporting detail would you have? Oh, what is the supporting detail you would give me for that image? So what supporting detail would you give me? I'm just going to change that. So hopefully it will come back where it's supposed to come back. So what is the supporting detail in this image? What would you give me? What information would you give me to support the main idea that the boat is sinking? Excellent. Riley. Well done, Renee. Well done, Summer. Well done, Blake. Well done, Sahib. Well done, Marco. Well done, Oscar. And Tiffany. Well done, Jude. Well done, Fabian. I like the word tilted that you've used there. Well done, Ishmael and Mason. Well done, Braden. Well done, Caris. Well done, John Paul. So let's have a look. I said that it was tilted on its side. Some of your answers were half the boat is underwater, that is almost fully underwater. It's tilted on its side. It's sideways and there is water on the back of it because it's covered in water. Half in water, half out because it's halfway underwater because it's under the water. So lots of you gave me supporting detail there. Let's just have a look. It is almost fully underwater. The water is getting inside the boat. Okay, so you were able to identify the main idea and supporting detail of an image. And that means it goes over to you. I have set a task in Google Docs. Read the text and answer the questions. They're exactly the same as what we've just been doing in the lesson. It's a paragraph about a topic. I think one is coral reefs and one is eating healthy. Oh, I love that word, Blake, that you've just come up with, submerged. Thank you for that. Just distracted me totally then. So it's in Google Docs. So you've got a short paragraph like we've had and we've read. And then you have to identify the main idea. And this time, instead of one supporting detail, you have to give me 3 supporting details to go with the paragraph. And they're quite easy to find, as you saw. Lots of you found the different ones when we were talking about it. So I will say goodbye to you now and goodbye to all you virtually, because I will be live as a person in my own classroom on Monday. And I'll miss actually presenting these lessons to you. You are correct, Riley, that it is quite a lot of pressure, but it's been a nice way to still keep connected with the children when we haven't been in school. So hopefully I'll see a lot of Year 5 children next week, and Year 6 I will be around and see you anyway. There is no live maths lesson today. Miss Francois and myself forgot to have some time to sit together and plan what we are going to be teaching the children that come back to Year 5 next week. So I will see Year 6 around school and Year 5 next week, and enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye.